Okay, this is a very wordy question, and let's just go through it. The distance from Fulbeck to Ganby is 10 miles. The distance from Ganby to Hawthorne is 18 miles. The question has given us this sort of line, this timeline, this picture, right? And I suggest that we use it to present our answer as well. Okay, Ruxa is going to drive from Fulbeck to Ganby. Then she's going to drive from Ganby to Hawthorne. So she's going to drive the full length all the way across. Ruxa leaves Fulbeck at 10 a.m., right? And then she drives to Fulbeck. She drives from Fulbeck to Ganby at an average speed of 40 miles per hour. So Fulbeck to Ganby, she drives at 40 miles per hour. Ruxa wants to get to Hawthorne Horton at 10:35. Okay, work out the average speed that Ruxa must drive from Ganby to Horton. All right, so you need to read this a couple of times, and let's look at the information we've been given. The distance from Fulbeck to Ganby is 10 miles. It's on this diagram here. Right, and this is a little bit of a clue. You definitely need a diagram. If they didn't give you one, you need to draw something. The distance from Ganby to Horton is 18 miles, so that's over here, right? Ruxa is going to drive from Fulbeck to Ganby, right? And then Ganby to Horton and then she leaves Fulbeck at 10 o'clock. So I'm going to write that over here. That's the time that she leaves. She drives from Fulbeck to Ganby at an average speed of 40 miles per hour. So this bit here, Fulbeck to Ganby, she's going to drive at 40 miles per hour. Now, by putting the information here and getting it all together, you should start understanding what this all means. 40 miles per hour means she travels 40 miles in a whole hour, right? So in one whole hour, she'll travel 40 miles. In 60 minutes, she travels 40 miles. How long would it take her to travel 10 miles? Now, 10, we know, and you should know, is a quarter of 40, right? So a quarter of 40 is 10. What's a quarter of 60? Half it and half it again. So 10 miles will take her 15 minutes, quarter of an hour, 15 minutes. Okay, so what time does she get to Ganby? 10:15. All right, so you're starting to work stuff out, and we're doing it on the diagram. It should be really, really straightforward to you as we do this. Okay, carrying on reading this. So we've got to this point here. She drives from Fulbeck to Ganby at an average speed of 40 miles per hour, and that helped us work out that she's going to get to Ganby at 10:15. She wants to get to Horton at 10:35. So she wants to get there at 10:35. So how long is it going to take her to do this? Well, we know the distance is 18 miles. We know the time it's going to take her. So from 10:15 to 10:35, that's 20 minutes. So she needs to travel 18 miles in 20 minutes, right? In order to travel 18 miles in 20 minutes, what speed should you be doing? Well, I suggest that we actually use a little bit of proportion. 20 minutes, she needs to travel 18 miles. In an hour, how far would she travel? Right? An hour is 60 minutes. That's 3 lots of 20, right? So 3 lots of 20. To maintain the proportion, I need 3 lots of 18. Remember I said in an hour, 60 minutes, she's going to travel 3 lots of 18, which is 54. You could work that out on the side. You could add up 3 lots of 18, right? But you should know this as well. You should know 3 lots of 18 is going to give you 54. 60 minutes is an hour. So in an hour, she's going to travel 54 miles. And that's the definition of speed. Speed is miles per hour. If in 1 hour she travels 54 miles, that's her speed. Her speed is 54 miles per hour. This is a really straightforward question, but because it's very wordy, right, a lot of people will have issues with it. Do read through this and look at this a couple of times and make sure you can do it.